What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the second episode in my complete streamer roadmap series for 2026. This is a 12-episode series basically talking about how to become a streamer if this is something that you've been thinking about and been wanting to do, right? We're going to go through this 12 full-on episodes of everything that you need to know and everything you should be thinking about if you want to become a streamer. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about choosing the right platform, right? There's so many different platforms when it comes to streaming. We have Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Twitter. There's so many. There's more popping up every single day, right? And this is a pretty interesting topic to talk about. There's a lot of misinformation, I would say, out there talking about the right platforms to stream on. And I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen some great success on multiple different platforms. So there's a lot of things that I want to get into. But before we do that, guys, you know how important it is for your stream to look really good and pop so that you stand out in that sea of millions of other people trying to become streamers. And if that's you, if you're trying to become a streamer, you guys got to check out the sponsor for today's video, Owned.tv. Owned.tv is your one-stop shop for fresh new graphics for your stream. Whether you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, you'll find something that's a perfect fit for your channel. They offer full themed overlay packages, which are great if you're trying to give your stream a complete makeover, but let's say you're looking to pick up some new alert graphics, don't worry, because they've got you covered there too. You could find single graphics such as alerts, emotes, banners, panels, and logos as well. And one of the best parts about these overlays is that they are completely modular. So if you and your friends all pick up the same overlay, such as this Rodan one right here, you could change the colors and tweak it to match your brand, and none of you will have the exact same overlay. If you're looking to take your stream to the next level, be sure to check out Own.tv using my link below to support the channel. And don't forget, use code HAMMER at checkout for an additional 50% off your order. Now, back to the video. Okay, guys, so welcome back to the video. In today's video, again, we're going to be choosing the right platform to stream on, right? The purpose of this video is to help you guys not make that number one mistake that everyone makes, which is choosing the wrong platform or the wrong way to stream in 2026, right? Now, we're going to start off talking about the debate between the big three, right? And that is going to be Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, right? We're going to go over the honest pros and cons for all three of these platforms. Now, starting off with Twitch, right? This is arguably the oldest and biggest gaming streaming platform. YouTube is caught up in numbers, Kick is growing, but Twitch is just the place to be a streamer. It always has been. It is the original, started as Justin TV. Now, the pros to being on Twitch are pretty obvious, right? If you gain an audience on Twitch, you have a lot of natural organic growth that is possible for you. So let's say, and what I mean by this is if you get to a point where you have 30 viewers on Twitch, no matter what you're doing, and you start playing some new indie games that are coming out or whatever, there's a lot of people on the platform, a lot of people browsing, a lot of natural discoverability. With the change that Twitch has also made to having the recommended homepage, it's no longer only recommending highest to lowest viewers. You're going to get a lot of people just naturally stopping by your stream. And if they like you, they're hanging out. If you're talking to them, they may follow you. And that's considered natural and organic growth within the platform, right? So there is slight discoverability now on Twitch. The problem with it though, is that with that insane amount of people on the platform, one of the biggest cons for Twitch is that it is oversaturated. Everyone who wants to start streaming, everyone who wants to become a streamer is now streaming on Twitch. So you have millions of people streaming on Twitch. The problem is the streamer to viewer ratio is constantly getting smaller and smaller and smaller to a point where there's eventually going to be maybe more people streaming than more people watching on Twitch. And that is definitely one of the biggest cons. However, I do feel like on Twitch, there is a slight discoverability now if you already have an audience. If you're stuck in that 1 to 3 viewers thing, it's going to be really, really hard to grow on Twitch without external traffic being pushed to your Twitch, meaning, posting TikToks and YouTube shorts and stuff, and then funneling those viewers and funneling your community that you're building essentially outside of Twitch, funneling them into Twitch. Now, as for YouTube, one of the biggest pros is the discoverability, right? YouTube streaming is fantastic. And I recommend YouTube streaming, for anyone who's new to this and trying to start out. I recommend streaming on YouTube and leaving your streams listed Okay, there's a button when you're streaming on YouTube, on your YouTube streaming dashboard, the stream manager, there's a button that you can either turn on, or a toggle switch that you can either turn on or leave off, and that is to unlist the live after it ends. Now, if you choose to unlist it, that's it. It's just a stream, and then the video becomes unlisted after you end your stream. If you choose to untoggle this button and leave your streams live, what you're essentially doing now is every stream that you've done, you're building a library, okay, of videos on your channel. Now, you'd be really surprised, but some of these past streams, maybe a stream you did a week ago that had a really nice title and you were doing something really interesting in some game, randomly starts picking up overnight and you're getting views on a stream you did last week. This is the pro to YouTube, I think. YouTube is amazing for that initial growth. And we did get confirmation this year that YouTube is going to be implementing some kind of AI clipping feature. Not 100% sure on what it's going to be yet because I haven't seen it. I am signed up for the beta. And when I get it, I will make a video for you guys. But apparently you're going to be able to stream on YouTube and then, generate a bunch of shorts or, TikToks, whatever, from a single stream, basically using AI. It'll clip the best moments and turn them into shorts for you. Once that's a thing, that's going to be really hard to beat in terms of, discoverability. Posting shorts and stuff is one of the best ways to grow a channel and get discovered. And then let's talk a little bit about the cons of YouTube, right? The cons of YouTube streaming are that, the streaming setup, the entire interface and everything is very, very poorly done compared to like Twitch. YouTube's, entire way that you find live streams and stuff like that is very weird. I don't fully understand it. The entire live streaming setup, like when you're watching someone stream, very weird and janky compared to Twitch. But, this is kind of to be expected. YouTube is not, a live streaming platform. It's more for videos, right? And I completely get that, but it's come a long way. I gotta say, YouTube live streaming has come a long way, and I'm a massive fan of it now. And, let's move on and talk a little bit about Kick. Right? Kick is a very controversial platform. I myself streamed on Kick for a good amount of time. I ended up hitting partner naturally by pushing YouTube audience from my other channel over to my Kick. It took me about 4 months to meet the requirements to become a Kick partner. And I gotta say that my experience on Kick was very interesting. Now, one of the pros to Kick is that, you have a very high sub split. I think it's 95-5 sub split. So when you do get subs, you're earning more money. They have the Kick partner pay, partner incentive program for Kick partners. You're basically getting paid hourly to stream at, not a set hourly rate. And for a while it was a lot of money. It was actually a crazy amount of money that I felt like, how is this even possible? It's recently been nerfed really, really hard. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's slightly better than Twitch ads revenue at this point. It's almost kind of on that same level, but very close to how much you would earn from Twitch ads. So, you still have that 95-5 split on Kick, which is a massive pro. However, a con for Kick is that there is literally zero discoverability on the platform. There's no one browsing the platform. It has a massive bot problem. Towards the end of my streaming on Kick days, before I went back to Twitch, I was getting 5 to 10, bots joining my chat per hour that were trying to sell you viewers, sell you this, whatever, and I had to keep banning them, tabbing out of what I was doing to ban these people. That's a massive con, but I do think Kick has greatly improved over the last year as well. So those would be my, biggest pros and biggest cons for each platform. Now, here's the hard part, right? The point of this video is choosing the right platform. I think personally, if you're starting your streaming journey in 2026, you shouldn't have to choose a specific platform. And instead, I think you should be multi-streaming to all three of those. And then maybe even add in TikTok if your PC can handle it. I think you should be streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick all at the same time. And the reason for this is because, again, they all have their pros and their cons. You want to be streaming to all three and leave your YouTube live VODs listed. That'll be growing your YouTube. And basically what you're going to be doing is kind of building a well-rounded community or audience on all of them, right? Why take yourself out of the equation on other platforms just to stream on one? Unless you have some reason to be exclusive on one, there's no point. So the right platform, in my opinion, is to be streaming on at least Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, or at the very least, at least Twitch and YouTube, and leaving those live VODs listed on YouTube to help you grow. This is if you have nothing, if you have no audience or community whatsoever. If you already have some kind of small community and they prefer watching on a specific platform, then I guess that would be a reason to be exclusive somewhere, right? So it does make sense. The only difference is, you know, the most important thing, actually, what I'm trying to say is staying consistent with this, right? So if you want to choose one of these based on the, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons, but this video would be hours long if I went over all of them. But I wanted to give you the biggest ones. And again, the most important thing here is choose the platform that you can stay consistent on for like 12 plus months. So if that's Twitch, choose that. If it's YouTube, choose that. If it's all of them, really multi-streaming takes almost no effort nowadays using the ATEM multi-stream plugin. I have a video on the channel that helps you guys set it up. You know, it's free, it's simple. As long as your PC can handle it, you're golden. I would stream on all 3 platforms. So I hope that, you know, going over a little bit of these pros and cons about the 3 big platforms right now helped you guys. If it did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video, and follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/hammerdance. I stream Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one.